All right, I just want to take a couple minutes to introduce to you the Geologic Time mini project. We will go over this as a class. This video is really in case you need to, you have questions about what's expected, or you're working from home or something like that. So the Geologic Time mini project is due November 17th. That is a Tuesday. That's when we will be doing our presentations and a gallery walk where you will be writing down things you've learned from other people's posters and presentations. So just like every other assignment on your stream, to access everything you need to click open, and in there you will find a video that is designed to just kind of show you all the different eras of Earth's history. Remember, it is approximately 4.6 billion years old, and this video kind of shows you again, if all of that history were condensed into one calendar year, what that would look like. So let's talk about what this project is, though. What it is you will be researching a particular geologic era, and as a group, each of you will be doing a different one, so that 4 people in your group will be looking at 4 different eras, and then when you do your poster together, it will present the findings of those 4 different eras. So one way to imagine this project is you've been hired as a travel agency, and normally travel agencies can sell packages for tourists to go to different countries. Well, you're selling a package for tourists to go to different parts of the Earth's history, and so you're presenting to them what would it look like, what kind of animals were there, and so let's talk about how you are going to be organizing your information and what your expectations are. So you'll notice when you've gone into the assignment that your work, you have this data sheet. This is where you will be recording your data, right? It's going to ask you what was the actual era you were researching, what was that time. The time range was from this year to this year approximately. Or you might say 600 to 300 million years ago, or something like that, depending on which one. What was the era before it? Which one was the era after it? He'll talk about the different periods that was broken into. This is not a document where you're going to write down one sentence for each part, right? You're going to be finding several pieces of information for each of these sections. Now at the bottom, sources of information, go ahead and just for now copy and paste the web address of whatever resource you use to find information along the way. So let's say I used a certain website for number 5. Whatever website I'm using, after I've written that stuff down, I'm going to copy and paste the web address for that website and put it under sources of information. So that's your research part, and that will take 2 days. Then the poster example, or the poster, is what you guys will be doing in your groups. And I have a rubric here. You have it in your assignment. And it explains that you're going to be graded on ideas, information quality, and originality. You are expected to read this and shoot for dragon. If you guys as a group are putting together a poster that is meeting tadpole level, you are going to just have to redo it. So don't waste your time. Start off strong, and that will actually save you time in the long run because you won't have to redo it as much. But I am not going to accept egg or tadpole level projects for this one. So let's look at what some of these posters might look like. Here's some pictures. It's an interactive poster, so it's not just going to be flat. There's these, you can use pop-ups. You can use little flaps where you pull up the category of information and it gives facts here. Be creative, and we'll work on this together. We'll brainstorm ideas, and you will brainstorm as a group. If you want to see video of past work, click this first link, and what it will do is it will show you code access denied. I'll have to figure that out. I'll show it to the class. So I'll delete these off your assignment. But I have video of what other students have done for their assignments, okay? And then, so just to recap, you've spent 2 days doing research and you've collected data in your data sheet on your era. Then as a group, all 4 of you are working together to create this interactive poster, which will be scored according to this rubric that you have here. Then that will take about 2 days. And then on Tuesday the 17th, we'll have all the posters up on the wall, and you will go around and write down notes about each of these 4. And these are the 4 eras you'll be choosing from: Precambrian, Paleozoic, Mesozoic, Cenozoic. And you're going to be looking for 2 facts from each, right, that you've learned from other people's posters. And then which period do you think is the most interesting, why? That way you'll hopefully be learning from the work that other students have done. I know this is a lot of information. Again, this video is not intended for you to just be watching in class. This is like if you are totally lost and you're working at home or need some kind of review and for some reason I'm not there, like there's a sub that day or something. I expect really high quality. This is our last kind of major assignment before Thanksgiving break, and I'm looking for growth in terms of your quality of work, your attention to detail, and your writing as well. Okay? Good luck. Ask questions.